What is going on, my fellow movie nerds and geeks alike? Today, I just wanted to talk about something that's been kind of a hot button issue on the internet as of late. You know, I normally just like to let people argue amongst themselves in comment sections and whatnot, but because this is something I'm kind of passionate about and really love what this is about, I just wanted to throw my 2 cents and just get into the ring amongst everybody else and just share my thoughts on the subject.
Great. Perfection.
Yes, that of course means I'm going to be talking about the reveal of the Jason universe's new look for Jason Voorhees. Ew. Now, if you are unfamiliar with what exactly the Jason universe is, well, I'm not going to be the one to completely explain it to you, because I don't think even Sean Cunningham, who owns Horror Inc., which is running the Jason universe, even knows what the hell it is. So last year, they started this thing called the Jason universe. All it was a text on a brick wall type thing that said Jason Universe with a mask next to it. What does that mean? No one really knows. It just says that, don't worry, Jason's gonna have his own universe, his own world, where you guys can just keep loving on Jason and loving on Jason properties. But actually gave us absolutely nothing. All it was a couple of skins on a video game that I don't think fans of the Friday the 13th series would ever even play anyway. And it's just that was a whole year of absolutely nothing. So this past week, they shared an image of a rendering of Jason. Yes, that's all it was. It was a rendering.
Bruh.
It's like a computer-generated image of what they say Jason is going to look like from here on out. At least maybe if you dressed up an actor or stuntman in that costume rather than giving us a CGI rendered look, maybe I'd be excited. Maybe I'd be like, oh wow, you know what? That doesn't look too bad. But you give us a photoshopped Illustrator looking Jason? Come on, guys. The interesting thing here is that they employed Greg Nicotero, who, as we all know, is one of the heads at K&B Effects. He is a legend in the special effects game. I mean, he's done stuff for Day of the Dead, Evil Dead 2, you name it. He's a legend, he knows what he's doing, but him being attached to this?
Bruh.
What did he do? Just sit in a boardroom and just say, yeah, whatever, looks fine? Because that's what this looks like. Let's pick it apart real quick. First, let's just talk about the outfit he has on. Alright, the slacks and everything, they look fine. Machete's there, looks okay. He's got a dirtied up shirt and a button-up open shirt, which is kind of a little bit like Vincent DiSanti's version of Ghost Jason that he was using in his Never Hike Alone fan films. Nothing wrong with that. I think the outfit's fine. I know some people are complaining about the open shirt. I'm fine with it. It's plain, it's normal, nothing crazy. Maybe dirty it up a little bit more. But let's talk about the big problem everyone seems to be having, and myself included, the mask. It looks as if you were going to order a Jason Voorhees mask off Temu or Wish.com. Look at that giant chevron across that forehead. Does it not look like a unibrow to you? What were they thinking with that thing? And the eye holes. What is with the shape of the eye holes? What was wrong with the way the mask looked already? Why change it at all? I mean, I guess, change is constant, everything is always changing, everything's going to evolve, but I don't know. For me, this is not it. And ooh, there's only 13 holes on the hockey mask. Wow, how fucking clever. Give me a fucking break. ChatGPT or AI would probably create a better looking Jason than this. This just looks like some video game wannabe Jason. I just don't get it. How did Greg Nicotero sign off on this, and why was he even included in this? Now, as we know, Sean Cunningham and Horror Inc. were in a huge, tumultuous legal battle with Victor Miller over the rights of Jason Voorhees and Friday the 13th. But now, that legal battle seems to be over, with Victor Miller taking the rights to the original screenplay from the first film and all the elements that were within that film, and Sean Cunningham takes like the character of Jason and like has the overseas rights. All of it is still very muddy, nothing is super clear, and from what I can tell with this Jason universe nonsense that they have going on, it's almost like they're fishing for critiques and reactions to what they're doing, or almost like putting it out there to be like, hey, is it cool if we do this? Or what? I just don't get it. And deep down, if you want my true reaction to what this is, I'm just kind of whatever on it, because it's a nothing burger. It's literally nothing. They say this is going to be Jason Voorhees moving forward, but like, for what? They don't give any clear ideas as to what this look of Jason is going to be going towards. They give no clear indication that they're going to be making a new movie, which, as far as I know, I don't think that's going to happen. It's just nothing. So like, I'm not going to work myself up in a tizzy over the way this computerized CGI looking ass Jason is, because it's just nothing. It's meaningless. This whole Jason universe is just silly to begin with. Like, why does Jason need a universe? I've heard rumors that maybe they are working on a new Friday the 13th game. And if that's the case, and this is the Jason they're putting in there, whatever. I mean, it could be worse, you know what I'm saying? But, like, this is nothing. This is Temu, Wish.com, Jason, and I don't know what they expected fans to say about this. Like, were they expecting fans to be like, hell yeah, looks great? It looks like nothing. It's so plain, so boring. So who really gives a shit?
Oh my god.
I mean, here's what my wife had to say about it.
What are your thoughts on the new Jason?
It fucking sucks and it's lazy. It's like once a year they're gonna be like, look what I can do.
And let's be real, fellas. What the wife says goes. And she's absolutely right. It just sucks, man. There's nothing to it. Moving forward, it seems like they don't really have any big plans to make a new movie, at least anytime soon. And from what it seems like, that Crystal Lake prequel series at Peacock is kind of moving forward. They did cast Linda Cardellini as Mrs. Voorhees. But, like, honestly, I don't even need that. I'm okay with all the movies they've already made. If they didn't make anything else, I'd be totally fine, just because I love all the movies already. So there's no room for me to get upset over something new. But again, I don't need an origin story, I don't need a prequel. Will I watch it? Of course, because I'm a diehard for this series. I'm a glutton for punishment, if you will.
There seems to be like this almost toxic positivity going around in the horror space, especially for something like this. You'll hear people arguing like, oh, just be happy that there's new Friday the 13th or Jason stuff even coming out. And it's like, no, if they're gonna shovel shit down your throat, you don't have to take it.
Now, I'm sure a lot of people are like, well, then what the hell would you do with the Friday the 13th series? And honestly, I don't have a super clear answer. I would say give it to Vincent DiSanti and the Womp Stomp film crew who did all the Never Hike Alone fan films. Those were fantastic. Look at how good those looked and how awesome they were, based on shoestring, fan-funded budgets. I think if you gave that guy a ton of money, he would make something spectacular. Or hell, I would say even just make a sequel that literally takes place anywhere in the timeline. Don't give us any backstory. Just make a new Jason stalking Camp Crystal Lake movie. Don't tell us where it is. It's just a sequel. Jason is killing people at Camp Crystal Lake again. No one gets mad. It's so easy and hard to fuck up that, you know, just do something like that. I don't even care if it takes place in the 80s. Make it now. Who cares? I don't need more of it, but I'll always watch. Again, what are they doing this Jason for? I don't know. To me, it looks like it's going nowhere, and it looks like shit. Wish.com, Temu, Jason, why are you even wasting your time with this? And Greg Nicotero, what the fuck? You'd think Sean Cunningham, who started this franchise, would have at least a little more heart, or at least a little more gusto to making this thing great since it's been in legal hell for so long. But if this is what we're getting, man, just fucking shelve it and put it away. No one wants this shit. That's my thoughts on this Jason universe, Temu-ass Jason that Greg Nicotero and Horror Inc. threw together. I think it sucks, and I think the internet and fans can all agree. No one seems to really care for it. I think it's whatever. It's certainly could have been worse, but it just... what is it for? No one even fucking knows. Not even Sean Cunningham or Greg Nicotero. Let me know down below what you think of this Wish.com ass looking Jason, or the Jason universe as a whole. What do you think they're gonna fucking do with it? And do you think, like, the new Crystal Lake prequel series is gonna be any good? I don't know. My hopes are kind of low if this is what they're giving us at the look of Jason. Hope you like this kind of talky video. I love Friday the 13th with all my heart. Why are they doing this to us? Thank you guys so much for listening to my bullshit ass rant. I love you all for always watching our silly little videos. Jason lives, guys, but do we really want him to look like this? Like we always say, the horrors persist. And with this, God, is it horrific. But so do we. Adios, guys.